A US Marine Corps F-35B crashed near San Diego, and the aircraft is now under investigation. But the crash has also pulled attention back to what makes this jet different from every other fighter in the US arsenal. The F-35B can take off from a runway barely 500 feet long and land straight down like a helicopter. No other stealth fighters in the world does this. That capability cost $6.5 billion in extra development spending and delayed the entire F-35 program by roughly 3 years. According to the US Government Accountability Office, this is the engineering behind the F-35B and the price of building a stealth fighter that can hover. All three F-35 variants share the same stealth shape, sensors and mission software. But each was built for a different branch of the US military and each flies differently. The F-35A is a standard version flown by the US Air Force from conventional runways. It's the lightest of the three and it carries the most internal fuel. The F-35C is built for the US Navy's aircraft carriers. It has larger folding wings, reinforced landing gear for catapult launches and a tailhook for carrier landings. The F-35B is built for the US Marine Corps. It can operate from short runways, forward bases and amphibious assault ships, places the other two variants simply cannot reach. But that flexibility comes at a cost. The components needed for vertical flight take up space that would otherwise hold fuel, giving the F-35B the shortest combat radius of the three. In normal flight, the F-35B flies like any other fighter powered by its Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine. Vertical flight is where it becomes something else entirely. A clutch engages a drive shaft that redirects power from the engine to a Rolls-Royce lift fan mounted just behind the cockpit. At the same moment, a three-bearing swivel module rotates the engine's rear exhaust nozzle almost 90 degrees, pointing thrust straight down. Roll posts in each wing release bursts of air to keep the aircraft balanced and level while it hovers. A flight control computer manages all of it simultaneously: engine, lift fan, nozzle and a roll post. So the pilot can move smoothly between forward flight and a dead hover. This combined system is called the Rolls-Royce LiftSystem, and it's the single biggest reason the F-35B is considered the most mechanically complex aircraft in the entire F-35 family. Fitting a hover system into a stealth airframe turned out to be one of the hardest engineering problems of the entire F-35 program. The added hardware pushed the aircraft over its target weight, forcing engineers to form what was literally called the Stowell weight attack team to claw back every extra pound. The problems didn't stop at the aircraft. During vertical landings, the lift system directs extremely hot exhaust straight down onto the ship's deck below, hot enough to damage flight decks and their protective coatings. The US Navy had to reinforce deck materials and apply specialized heat-resistant coatings before the F-35B could safely operate at sea. Altogether, GAO found the Stowell system added roughly 3 years and $6.5 billion to the F-35 program's timeline and cost. So why keep an aircraft that costs more, carries less fuel and demands more maintenance than its siblings? Because it can go where they can't. A short runway, a forward base with no long airstrip, the deck of an amphibious ship hundreds of miles from any land base. For the Marine Corps, that flexibility means stealth air power can show up in places a conventional fighter never could. Three variants, three different jobs, one shared stealth design. The F-35B's complexity is also its purpose. And as investigators work to determine what brought one down near San Diego, that trade-off between capability and complexity is back under the microscope.